Yes, welcome everyone to a brand new video. In this video, we're going to talk about my most complimented fragrances in the collection. Let's dive right into it. First of all, we have Baraonda by Nasomatto. Now this might surprise you actually, because to most people, this is not a mass appealing scent. Actually, when I tried it the first time on paper, I was like, what is this? It's way too boozy because it's really heavy on the whiskey accord, which combines beautifully with rose and a little bit of ambroxan as well to keep that strength into the fragrance. Now for the younger guys, this is a massive no. I was about 17 years old when I tried it for the first time, and it was a no for me as well. But this is a fragrance that has to develop on your skin. You don't want to know how many compliments I got with this, whether it's from friends, family, stranger. This fragrance just works. However, keep in mind, it is a special occasion scent and you will probably only get compliments with it when you dress a certain way to match this fragrance. Like I said, it is very boozy, it is heavy on whiskey, rose, woody notes, there's ambroxan in there. So this fragrance would probably only suit you when you're wearing a classic outfit, like a shirt, suit, some nice smart pants, leather loafers. This is just class in a bottle, very hard to like, but if you can pull it off, you'll get infinite compliments with this. Now talking about boozy fragrances, let's go to the next one, which is Triumph of Bacchus by Argos. Now this fragrance is another type of boozy fragrance. It has notes of rum, peach, vanilla, tobacco. It is a sweetness overdose. Now actually there was this one time I was at work and a lady came up to me. She said she smelled me from 10 meters away. She came up to me to ask me what I was wearing. It was this one, so that probably says it all. This is a compliment magnet. This smells incredibly sexy. If you're going on a date night or for daily use during the winter times, you will smell amazing with this one. Now Triumph of Bacchus has a very strong sillage. Keep that in mind, so be a little bit careful with overspraying for the guys that like to overspray. But if you spray this in a subtle way, you will smell absolutely amazing. This is a beautiful fragrance. Definitely one of my go-to fragrance picks for the winter times. And just look at the bottle as well. This is a massive art piece to have in your collection. I love the gold details, like the details on this bottle are just insane. Let's go to the third one, which is Stronger With You Tobacco. And this is a discontinued flanker from the popular Stronger With You line. We have flankers like oud, amber, leather, sandalwood. They release a lot of flankers, but they decided to discontinue the best one in my opinion. So this is pretty rare to have. I'm glad I have a full 100 ml bottle because this is absolutely insane. To me, this is one of the most original flankers that they released. If we look at oud or leather or amber, they're pretty flat and they reminded me a lot of the popular Intensely or Absolutely. Oh, this is a little bit different. It's a bit harsh, it's a bit resinous, has a very strong tobacco note in here, which makes this a complete unique fragrance on its own. You just cannot go wrong with this. This is a perfect date night scent. This is as well perfect for daily wear during the colder months. And no matter how you dress with this, I can ensure that you will get some compliments with this fragrance because it's just very safe. There's a reason why Armani Stronger With You, Intensely or Absolutely are compliment magnets and why they're so popular and why everyone around you probably wears it during the winter times. This is like a bit of a uniquer take, so if you want something a little bit more outstanding, a little bit different than the other flankers, then definitely try out Stronger With You Tobacco. Now enough of the winter fragrances, let's go to a summer fragrance that got me a lot of compliments, which is Afternoon Swim by Louis Vuitton. Now this is not strong. It doesn't have a big sillage, it doesn't have great projection. However, every time I spray this, I just attract compliments with it. It just works on my skin. It smells like you just came fresh out of the shower, had the most luxurious shower gel ever. It has notes of bitter orange, mandarin, there's some ambergris in the base, which gives it a little bitterness to it. This is just my favorite summer fragrance in my collection and definitely in my top 5 favorite fragrances of all time. Unfortunately, it is a little bit overpriced if we look at the performance as well. It only lasts like 3 hours on my skin personally. However, if I'm just going to the beach or to a beach club terrace with some friends to have some lunch or some cocktails, this just works. It's not too overpowering. You won't annoy a lot of people around you with a strong scent. It sits close on your skin. This is like a scent that has to be discovered on you instead of being announced, because I feel like a fragrance with this DNA, especially because it has ambergris in there, you don't want a fragrance like that that has to be announced. Like if ambergris is gathered too strong for people, it might be off-putting a little bit. I love to wear this still, even when it's colder, when I'm just chilling at home, want to feel relaxed. Afternoon Swim is my go-to pick. Just look at the dent in the bottle. I almost finished it and I need a refill as soon as possible. But I'm going to keep a little bit for next summer because this will be my go-to fragrance for the next summer as well. And the last one we have is a pretty weird scent. It is my favorite fragrance of all time and I talked a lot about it already on my other pages and on my YouTube channel as well. It is Amouage Purpose. Now you don't want to know how many times I recommended this to people and they ended up buying a sample or the full bottle because it smells so amazing. However, I got a lot of comments on it as well, like, hey, something smells weird in here. Like, Amouage is known for making very, very unique, powerful fragrances, and this one is no different. It is very heavy on incense, pimento, pepper, has a slight citrus touch as well, but this is just very smoky in the base. You cannot get rid of the smoke in this fragrance. Amouage is known for its incense fragrances, and it did a fantastic job with this one as well. Now this lasts easily over 20 hours on my skin and days on my clothes. Like, it's insane. The value for the money that you get is just great for this fragrance. But a lot of times as well, people just told me how good I smelled with this. If you spray in a subtle way, if you do like 4 sprays with this fragrance, you'll definitely attract some compliments. People will never forget you. They might have never smelled something like this before, and you will leave a lasting trail forever. So if you want to smell safe, go with the 2 previous ones I just mentioned. But if you want to smell unique and amazing, I want to leave a lasting trail, then go with the first one I showed you, Baraonda, and go with Purpose by Amouage. This is the strongest fragrance I probably have in my collection. Well, actually not the strongest, let's just say the longest lasting, because this doesn't come off your clothes and skin. You can wash them a couple times. This will stick to your clothes, believe me. And it's just a flex to say as well, like, hey, what are you wearing? You smell amazing. And you show them this bottle. They either might never heard from it before, or they're like, okay, you wear Amouage, you know what you're talking about. He has some taste. Simply as that, you will leave an impression. Now, I want you to tell me down below in the comments what fragrance gets you the most compliments. I'm really intrigued to know, so let me know down below. If you like my content, make sure to drop a like. And don't forget to subscribe for the best fragrance content. I'll see you on the next one.